I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave them leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
How you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
Don't you want the Benz vertible with the top cup?
Yeah.
Stop bitching, get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's guap up. I know you know Ron.
Who the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret, make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a whip for his mama. He fucking up them commas, be honest, he seeing decent dope.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. In fact, he ain't looking too good, his knees is kinda slow. I asked him why the struggle, he got stuck up for his bundle. But them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
He got a house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all, he right back in the hood. I see you try to play me, you gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than them cars when to amaze me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you gon' regret it, remember I said it.
Nah, you could dead it.
What you saying, I can't win?
Nah, devil, nice try, so until we meet again.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we riot, they send the military in armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it karma. When Christ return, y'all gon' get this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with a side of Shakur. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights, patting me down. You got nothing that's poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I gave up my vice. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And Your Honor, why you gave our homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. Ask Trayvon, Mike Brown, Akai Gurley, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando, Alton Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil and said, I pray you die, every devil.
Outside, you in the crib, but the boy outside, I get it on outside. From the dusk to the dawn outside, so in the morning outside, I'm catching wreck when they drawing outside. Cause it's a war outside, my sword drawn outside. This Excalibur, your bladder be all outside. Cause it's a war outside, I get it on outside. You in the crib, but the boy outside, I get it on outside. And that's a definite, cannonball wrecking shit, excellent. Rhyme Barack and bombing like the president. I remain strong, King Kong with the prevalence. I show you exactly what we do, that's how I represent. Hardcore, heaven sent, chain on, hella bent. Throwing all black when they spot me like the leopard print. Oh, I
niggas ain't built like that. You was never on the block, you ain't never dodge a knock. You ain't never fought another crew holding down the park. You ain't swam with the sharks, you ain't wrestled with the gators. You was never fucking popping, you ain't got no fucking haters. Bitch, niggas like you make me watch out for the traitors. When you round some real niggas, mind your behavior. I will beat a nigga ass, then I'm laughing like I'm Jada. Get your fucking mind blown like a cartridge on a Sega. You niggas want attention, they don't want the war though. Talking all that shit, but you got a glass jaw, ho. They never deliver, they got that DiGiorno. This that Walking Dead flow, I eat a rapper torso. You ain't the same man once you off the microphone. You ain't never broke a bone, you ain't never had a scar. You a certified pussy, so don't make me pull your card. I'm a certified prophet, respect it like the word of God. Cause you ain't got the heart, nigga, you ain't got the heart. You ain't bout to finish any beef that you start. You ain't never been a soldier, little nigga, play your part. Claiming that you'll spark when you ain't got the heart. Cause you niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you gon' bust a slug. Man, niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz. Man, blood'll get spilt like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge. Man, get your cap peeled like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you gon' bust a slug. Man, niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz. Man, blood'll get spilled like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge. Man, get your cap peeled like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. All my niggas ride for me. All my niggas ride with me. I got niggas that'll die for me. All my niggas ride with me. You niggas ain't.
Test 1, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now, all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had no life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh. Even though we did the wrong thing, my life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas. Not knowing that them handcuffs custom made to fit. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was promote this brand, correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jail. Shit, I needed help. But Swan was locked up in the judge put man on the shelf. Heavy cry cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Mahayaman. Cause most these niggas lie, pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Then God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I wasn't danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I wasn't danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster.
West till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars. I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid. Shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupons for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been as proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm throwing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, but down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
School looking beautiful, man. You know what I mean, Officer Nasser? I had the school looking real good. You understand? And tonight, you know what I mean, we're going to have not Commandant, but Jeremiah Mahayaman coming in here and, you know what I mean, give one of those, you know what I mean, his usual, his classes. You understand? So first off, ashore, right? Wait, so let's look it up. And it's on the van and see what's on them.
I see it here, sir. It says, it's Assur or Ashur, the god of the Assyrians, their reputed human founder, the ancient capital of the country, often the nation Assyria. Ashur is the builder of Nineveh and nearby cities.
Okay, this whole we gonna hold that one, and when Jeremiah come, we gonna ask him that one. Okay. I can't tell you off the top of my head right now.
Come on.
All right. Any more questions? Come on, Akim. No question. Because you know I'll ask you a ton of questions. Come on. What they celebrating today? Come on. Yeah, what the heathens 9/11, the white man celebrating today, right? Or so-called oppressor celebrating today. You understand? What are we supposed to do? How do we view 9/11? Come on.
Like the Lord's like judgment.
Okay, when I say how we should view 9/11, meaning, you know what I mean? Is Esau right for celebrating his 9/11? Come on.
He can celebrate, you know what I'm saying, what he want to celebrate in his kingdom.
Right. What does the Lord say about us? How are we supposed to act? What we supposed to do? Precept. My precept. Come on.
Zephaniah 2:1. Separate.
Right? Get that? Let's pull it. You understand? Today America is celebrating their 9/11. You understand? They're remembering their people who got killed. You understand? We're gonna remember our brothers and sisters who got killed. Right? And give me the pray for the souls under the altar. You understand? Come on.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
O nation what?
Not desired.
O nation not desired. You understand? America today is trying to gather who? Every one of us together so that we can cry with him today on 9/11. And we're not going to shed one tear for them. Because they were able to do what? To go and get justice. You know what I mean? While they have our brothers and sisters in cages on the border.
Right.
You understand? All right? Read it one more time.
Y'all All right. Let's get it on, Akim, Akwafian. I'll take your questions in the room. We online?
Come on.
I'll take your questions online. Someone's manning it, right?
Come on, Constance.
This is an absolutely beautiful school. Give yourselves a hand. The campus down here, Natazah, sisters, brothers, get it on. Please,
in Psalms 83,
Mm-hmm.
I think when it speaks about a sword,
Mm-hmm.
today, you know what I'm saying, who would a sword be today if they still
A sewer. Look that up in the dictionary. Like I believe it's the Assyrians.
I got it here, sir.
Go ahead.
It says, Assur or Ashur, the god of the Assyrians, their reputed human founder, the ancient capital of the country. Often the nation Assyria,
I'm fine.
Ashur
You
is
got a
the
little scotch,
builder
I'll
of
take that.
Nineveh and nearby cities.
That's the god of the Assyrians. So in essence, the Assyrians. It was some Assyrian man a long time ago that once he died, he was worshipped like a god, much like Baal. That's who it is, all right?
So it'll be correct when you break down that Psalms 83 to say the Assur is the Assyrian.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, come on.
Good to go. Anything else, Akim? In the back? Go ahead, Ak.
In Exodus 20, when it talks about the Sabbath, what are we not allowed to do on the Sabbath?
Solid. Let's go to it and read it, all right?
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Is that it?
Salaki,
Keep going.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. Verse 10. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy manservant.
So this has always been a very controversial scripture because of our oppressor, the so-called Jew in particular, right? And on his Sabbath, he absolutely does nothing. He doesn't cook. He doesn't have his wife cook. He doesn't have his children cook. He doesn't turn on the light switch in the house. Do you get my point? Go ahead, Ward. No problem. I think I gave it to I.S.U.P.K, didn't it, from yesterday? The scotch I had in
Yeah, we already.
Okay. That's all I need for you right there, brother. That thing over there. All right?
Yeah, this brother, yeah.
I appreciate it. Throw out no sweat. Do me a favor. Give me a smaller cup, a little tumbler, if you don't mind, all right? We might have another one.
Yeah,
If not, you can grab one for me. I might be one in the car, right?
no, we have one, yes.
Oh, I appreciate it. So now, if a so-called Jew, he's doing nothing on the Sabbath. Not the light switch, not turning the channel on the TV, nothing. So what does he do all Sabbath? Just sit there in absolute darkness and make $0? I'm asking you. If he can't do it, then what does he do? If any of you ever worked around a so-called Jew on a Sabbath day, up front, it's a car. He has you do it. That's what happens, right? His nannies turn on the lights, and she changes the diaper. And his butler, brings him the food and cooks the food. And the doormen down in New York in the West Side, they open up the door for them on Park Avenue when they go into the building on the Sabbath. They do nothing on the Sabbath. Their slaves do everything on the Sabbath. And in their mind, it's what is lawfully correct for them to do nothing and for the slave to do everything. But here's what the Bible says. Go to Leviticus, the law of the Sabbath in Leviticus, I believe in 23. The law of the Sabbath must be kept. I appreciate it, warrior. The problem is in this evil kingdom, it's never kept. Never. But it must be kept. When you get it, let me know, all right? Should say servile work. Go ahead.
So this is Leviticus 23 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is a Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath.
That's the same quote we read earlier. Give me servile work. That's the key to understanding. And then also you're going to need Christ. When they came to Christ, They came to Christ to tell him that he was breaking the Sabbath when his disciples were picking corn on the Sabbath. Give me servile, go ahead.
Come, sir. This is verse 7. In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Do no what?
Do no servile work therein.
Do no what?
Do no servile work therein.
So what is that, warrior in the back? What is servile work?
Slave.
Who does it?
We do.
Be more specific. Who does servile work?
The Israelite.
Who does servile?
Servants.
Raise your hand.
Servants.
Servants, give him a hand. Let me blow your mind about the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day is a law that the Most High built into our traditions forever to force your job to give you a day off.
That's right.
To force them to let you go home for one day to do whatever you want to do. That's what the Sabbath is. The Sabbath is a day for you. Precept. Go to it now in the New Testament. That's what the Sabbath is for. The Sabbath is not for you to sit in a room of darkness eating nothing because you can't cook. And if you follow the so-called Jew, fake Israelites, they follow this law. They follow the law that the so-called Jew follows because they sit in the room on the Sabbath, brother. I'm talking about in darkness. And they cannot turn on the stove or the microwave. Now, but here's the problem. They're not Jewish. They're not white. So they don't have a slave to do it for them. You understand? A fake Israelite who's black or Hispanic, on the Sabbath, what does he do? Sit and suffer. Because he doesn't have a servant to open his door. He doesn't have a maid to cook his food or to take care of his babies. Sisters that work as nurses in the hospital, brother, with Jewish people, they have to push the elevator button. And they have a Sabbath elevator so that Jewish people can go up and down on it with a black person pushing the damn button on the Sabbath day. I am not making this up. You can go Google this. Right. We don't have servants. So when we follow Jewish tradition, we sit in darkness all day on the Saturday, sitting there. You can't put on your shoes because that's work. You can't tighten your belt. You can do nothing at all. You can't eat. You can't do anything at all because we don't have servants like they do. Let me explain it to you the way Christ did, all right? Go ahead. Who has it?
The precept, sir, is
Please.
Mark 2:27.
Go ahead.
And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath.
Read that again.
And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath.
The Sabbath is your day.
Right. That's right.
Do you understand? It's your day. It's the day where no boss can tell you what to do.
Right.
No man can say, sweep that floor, dump that chicken grease, haul those bricks, take this load of wood up to the 10th floor. But they can make you mop and sweep and say, thank you, welcome to McDonald's, may I take your order, please? You don't have to do what they tell you to do today. Now, every other day, you can work. The whole work thing, even white people, our oppressor is so ridiculous. When you read the Bible and you hear there shall be no work done, you think cook your breakfast. When you don't know what work is, huh? When he said no work shall be done, I know just what the F that is. I know just what that is. That thing that makes your feet hurt and you're looking at your damn watch, getting somebody to clock in for you and getting somebody to clock out so you can get the hell out of there as fast as possible and lying and saying you left at 5 when you left at 4. That's work, You read that whole word all over the Sabbath. No work shall be done, no work shall be done. But because we see life through the minds of white people, we don't even see work as going to your job. We see work as, I don't know, I guess, sweeping your floor in your crib or doing with something. When I was young in the truth, right? I think I was 5,000. I could have been a one shield general at this time. And we were over at the school in D.C. And we were always getting visited by some fake Israelite who knew or heard of Commanding General YAHANNA from Harlem or something like that. They would always come over to our school all the time because he was there teaching a class. So inevitably, every week, every day, somebody was there who knew him, heard about him, right? And so it was some cat who came this week. And to my memory, this happened a few times. So we're building the school. I'm sure much like you brothers in here to build this outstanding school. We in there with a screw gun, zagging it, zat, 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 zat. So now I'm over there, I'm talking to the fake Israelite cat who used to be in the school a long time ago. And General YAHANNA's over in the corner putting up shelves. Zag it, that, 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 that. And he keeps glancing over at him. And then he stands up and says, well, General YAHANNA, isn't it the Sabbath day? You shouldn't be. And General YAHANNA said, yeah, it's the Sabbath. And that's why I want to put up shelves. He looks at him in his face. Yeah, it's the Sabbath. This is my day. This is what I want to do on my Sabbath. And he keeps looking at him, and he just starts to cut him, and it has me pull this scripture. The Sabbath is not something that I serve. The Sabbath serves me. It's my day off. Day off from what? From work. What is work? That thing that bastard makes me come to, and if I don't go do it, I get kicked out of my house. And I go to jail for not paying child support. That's work. That thing that they force you to do. Now, we can't stop them from forcing you to do it 6 days a week. 6 days a week, you're forced to do things by people who have money. That's life. But one day, goddamn, one day is yours. That's not asking too much. Now, these bastards won't give you that. They won't give you that. They won't just let you off on Saturday. Right? And which is all they have to do is just let you off on Saturday. But no, and they're going to pay for that. If you're going to your slavery on Saturday, who's committing the sin? The employer is sinning. Because this law is for him. Do you understand? This law is not talking to you who is sitting home living from paycheck to paycheck and going to get kicked out and be on the street and living in a tent if you don't pay your rent. This is not talking to you unless you're an employer. Right. Now, if you're an employer, then you better keep the Sabbath. Right. You better make sure that you ain't forcing these people to come in here and come to work because you'll be stoned because your business is open on the Sabbath. You got people out there gathering up wood on the Sabbath. You got a whole crew of Issacharites gathering up wood on the Sabbath. Whoever's doing that is getting put to death because those brothers are supposed to be off on the Sabbath. It's their day. And
so like you said, here in America, some oppressors like they work, they have jobs, but on Saturday or on the day off, they'll have like a hobby that to us might seem like work. But their hobby might be like woodwork or...
My God. It's not work because it's their pleasure. It's what they love to do. They out there, scraping the barnacles off of their boat. Or out there painting their car. Some of you brothers love washing that car. Abraham, you seem like you might like to wash your car every now and again. Abraham seems like he like to go out there and get that thing wet. Right? Like, that's not work. You know what I mean? You out there scrubbing it and hitting it with that wax. Hosing it down. I mean, it looks laborious and it might make you break a sweat, but it's not work to you. Forget about going to the gym and playing that basketball and doing 1,000 other things. It's hard. You're sweating, but there's a sense of pleasure that can come from hard labor. That on the Sabbath, you can choose the labor that you do and do whatever you want to do. Now, give me the last precept where Christ would talk about the ditch and the whole damn thing. Go ahead.
This is almost like, like brotherhood between you and the employer, basically.
It's the employer keeping the law.
Come on.
Right, it's a fetter on his greed.
Come on.
Which is what, when you go back and read these precepts, just remember that. This is a fetter, a chain put on his desire for money. Okay. They call the cat gathering sticks. Now, when everyone else reads that about this cat gathering sticks, they see it like one little man out picking up sticks. But gathering sticks is not that. Gathering sticks is someone who sells wood. Mm-hmm. He sells wood, which is where you get wood from, to build houses and to build this whole damn room. It was always like that. But there was a cat that had wood. People used to sell fire right here in America when the Gadites were here. They would sell it to other Gadite tribes. The Iroquois, their symbol is a turtle. It's a turtle, and I believe they're the Iroquois Indians and up around New York State, and they were the tribe that would trade fire to the other tribes because it's hard to have fire. So instead of trying to rub two wet sticks together, they would go over there and get fire from them, take it down to their home, light something on fire, and now they got fire. They just keep it lit. People sold fire, sold wood. Forget about selling water. You know that, right? Right? People did that, and there were people that gathered sticks. And there was this cat they found, brother, and they were going to kill him. And they didn't know whether to kill him until Moses got there, researched the matter, and saw this was just a greedy bastard trying to make money, trying to force people to work on the Sabbath, and they put him to death. And that's how it works. This is for your employer. Right. This is for him. Now read the precept, and Christ will explain.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time, Yahushua went on the Sabbath day through the corn, and his disciples were hungered, and began to pluck the ears of corn to eat.
It was a Sabbath. Today is a Sabbath day, correct? It's like today. They're in there. You brothers went to camp today. Did you? That was working on the Sabbath, huh? But it was the work you wanted to do. You understand? It was what you wanted to do today. What did Christ also say? Christ said, do not the priest in the temple on the Sabbath day profane the Sabbath to keep the Sabbath. That's in the Bible. I'll give you that next if you need it, all right? Keep going. It might be right here. Keep going.
Verse 2. But when the Pharisees saw it.
When the who?
The Pharisees.
Let me tell you, if the color purple in the Bible is all over the Bible to denote a wicked nigger. It's in Revelations 18, where the merchants who sold purple will burn when Christ returns. That's in Revelations the 18th chapter. It's also in the parable of Lazarus, who was arrayed in purple, and who allowed this rich man who was arrayed in purple, dressed in purple, who allowed Lazarus to suffer and die in front of his house. There are things in the Bible that you don't want to get on the side of, right? You don't ever want to get on the side of purple, and you don't want to ever get on the side of telling somebody he's breaking the Sabbath. Don't do that. That is, whenever you read about that in the Bible, that's a wicked bastard. Whoever you hear saying, aren't you breaking the Sabbath? That is the Pharisee. That's a evil bastard, and here we go right here. They see Christ picking corn on the Sabbath day, right? Eating the corn. Because why were they eating the corn? Because they were starving? Did it say starving? Read it one more time.
But when the Pharisees saw it, at that time Yahushua went on the Sabbath day through the corn, and his disciples were and hungered.
Were they starving?
Hungered.
Had they not eaten in 40 days?
And hungered.
What does that mean? Just hungry out, just like you are about 10 times a day. You get my point? Just hungry like anybody else, hungry. It wasn't an emergency. Do you understand? It was just hungry. Keep going.
And began to pluck the ears of corn and to eat. But when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto him, behold, thy disciples do that which is not lawful to do upon the Sabbath day.
What are they doing? They're picking corn and eating it on the Sabbath. What are y'all doing? Out there going to camp, you building this and you hammering nails and screwing screws. Having sex on it. Oh, Lord, don't do that. That was another thing they would try to battle with us about having sex, because the Lord said, thou shalt not do thy own pleasure on the Sabbath. And, of course, you can't touch a woman on the Sabbath if you in these fake Israelite groups. Remember that, sisters. They will not look at you on the Sabbath day, let alone any other day. Keep going.
3. But he said unto them, have ye not read that what David did when he was a hungered, and they that were with him?
David was hungry one time. He was on the run from King Saul. And he was hungry. He was starving. And he went to the temple, brother, had nothing to eat. King Saul was trying to kill him. King Saul was the king of Israel. And he was trying to kill him. Imagine the president looking for you everywhere, all through the country to kill you. He went to the temple. The priest knew that Saul was absolutely wrong for trying to kill this innocent man. So the priest gave him the showbread that sits on these plates right here that we always have in the school. These plates are for the showbread. It's for the people to see that the priests are being fed. That's why it's called showbread. So when you come into the temple, you always know people are paying their tithes. How do I know the priests are eating? There's the food right there. That bread is priests are only allowed to eat that bread. That way the people know the priests are being fed and they're showing it. Everybody understands, right? But David ate that bread. David ate the showbread. The bread that is absolutely unlawful, specifically unlawful for anyone to eat who is not a priest. Everybody understands? The priest gave David that bread and gave him the sword of Goliath that these priests kept in memorial. David gave them Goliath's sword after he killed Goliath, and these priests kept it in a sword, much like we keep swords in the school right now. All right, they kept it in the temple. He had no sword to defend himself. They gave him Goliath's sword, which was a gigantic sword for a giant. But he had nothing else, so they gave him Goliath's sword, and they gave him bread that was unlawful for him to eat. Keep going.
The book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 4. How he entered into the house of the Most High and did eat the showbread, which was not lawful for him to eat, neither for them which were with him, but only for the priest. 5. In the temple profane the Sabbath and are blameless. 6.
Why? Meaning the priests go into the Sabbath and work. They're priests. That's their job. They don't have another job. They were Levite priests. They didn't have two jobs. They had this job. They ate from the temple. They ate the bread, ate the food that they got because they were priests. That's what they did. And yet they work every Sabbath, and no one blames them for working on the Sabbath. Keep going.
But I say unto you that in this place, and one greater than the temple.
Read that one more time.
But I say unto you that in this place is one greater than the temple.
Read it one more time.
But I say unto you that in this place is one greater than the temple.
Remember that. In this place there is someone greater than the temple. Keep going.
Verse 7. But if ye had known what this meaneth, I will have mercy and not sacrifice.
That's in the Old Testament. I would have mercy and not sacrifice. I would have kindness and not cruelty. Keep going.
And not sacrifice, ye would not have condemned the guiltless.
Condemn who?
The guiltless.
Condemn who?
The guiltless.
Christ is cutting them saying this. You have murdered people saying that they broke the Sabbath. Stone them. And they were innocent. They didn't break the Sabbath. They were just like the priests who work on the Sabbath and are blameless. They were just like David and his men who ate the showbread in righteousness. You've murdered innocent men who were not breaking God's law, but you thought they were. And you killed men who were not breaking God's law, just like David was absolutely right to eat that bread, and just like the priests are absolutely right to work on the Sabbath, because in this place there is someone greater than the Sabbath. Right. Who is that? No.
Man.
You are greater than the Sabbath. How do you never say it's Yahawashi? Because why? If it's Yahawashi, then what does that mean? If Yahawashi is the one that's greater than the Sabbath, then the reason you can eat on the Sabbath is because it is unlawful, but Christ died for you to sin and break the law and eat pork and eat shrimp and eat crab, and now Christ changed the law. Christ did not change the law. Christ is not the one who's greater than the Sabbath. Christ did not eat the showbread. It's before Christ was ever born. Christ does not work in the temple on the Sabbath. So then in this place, who is greater than the Sabbath? You are. You are greater than the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day is not something for you to sit and suffer and beat your back like Catholics. It's called flatulation, where Catholics just sit there and go boom, boom with a whip, boom, boom, and just suffer and beat their backs and flatulate themselves. That's not what the Sabbath day is. There is someone greater than the Sabbath day, and it's the brothers who were hungry with David, and it's the priests who work on the Sabbath. Keep going.
Book of Matthew, chapter 12.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Warrior.
I have a question, sir.
Go ahead.
It says, in this place is one greater than the temple.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Christ greater than the temple, or is that
Is Christ greater than the temple?
is that all of us?
We're all greater than the temple. Precept. Now your thought?
The kingdom of heaven is inside.
The kingdom of heaven is within you.
That's right.
And God's temple, finish my thought, through water.
Is within you.
God's temple ye are. That's in 1 Corinthians 3, warriors. Ye are the temple of God, and the Holy Spirit dwelleth in you. Yeah, you're greater than the temple are. The temple is gone, but you're not.
That's right.
Right? It's trodden under foot of the Gentiles. It's gone. It's rubble and rock. But you're here. You're here. You're greater than the temple. That's correct. which is why he's bringing it up. Guess who else is David greater than the temple? David and his men. And the priests. Keep going.
Come book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 8. For the Son of Man is
It should be right around there somewhere. Then I'll get to the next question, all right? Somebody log down the questions online if there are any, so I can rock them out, all right? Go ahead. In the back.
Luke 14:5.
Please.
And answered them, saying, which of you shall have an ass or an ox fallen into pit, and will not straightway pull him out on the Sabbath day?
This is Christ again cutting the Pharisee. This is the same account we're reading about in a different book of the New Testament. And he's going to the Sadducee and saying, which one of you would let your ox or your donkey in a ditch? Salaki. Salaki, sir. Cut on one con. You sure? Oh, is in West Philly. REI. No, sir. Cut on one con. Read it one more time.
Luke chapter 14, verse 5. And answered them, saying, which of you shall have an ass or an ox fallen into a pit, and will not straightway pull him out on the Sabbath day?
These same people who try to say the UPK is breaking the Sabbath, they always trying to say that about us, like all the time. All the time. These old, internet scholars. They think they know the Bible. They do not know the Bible like us. No one knows the Bible like the UPK. That's clear. God damn. You don't know the Bible. You don't understand it. All you understand is your own lust. You think understanding your own greed and your own penis or vagina makes you an expert on God's word. It does not. And so because of that, they were doing the same thing like that back then to him. They thought they knew the Bible. And then he says to them, well, which one of you, if your ox was caught in a ditch, you got an ox, you need your ox to plow, to work, right? Now, if your ox falls into a big ditch, and you got to get a rope down in there to pull him out, what are you going to do? Leave him in there because it's the Sabbath? Is that what you would do? Which one of you would do it? Which is what Christ is asking them. And every one of those bastards who has murdered someone for eating corn knows that they would put a rope down there and get their ox out of a ditch. Just like so many fake Israelites that'll come up and try to hate you because you work on Saturday. And they'll try to talk about you and say, well, what are you doing? You going to work on Saturday? Yes, I'm going to effing work on Saturday. Why? Bills. Have you heard of those? They exist. My ox is in a ditch. God damn it. I'm going into that slavery because that bastard is telling me that's the only way he will pay me money. I wish he would pay me money for those 6 days a week. That's what I would have him do. Now, I should attempt to go get off on Saturday because attempting to get off is the only way you can know that he is forcing you to work. Do you understand? You should go attempt. I went off on Sabbath. And he says, no, I got to have you in. If you can't work, you can't have this job. I'll be there, no problem, bastard. And go home and pray that he dies. Go home and face the east. And curse him and pray and work and go in there and work. Why? Because those same bastards who talk about you, if they were in trouble or their finances in trouble, why did Christ say your ox in the ditch or your donkey in the ditch? He didn't say your wife in the ditch or your son in the ditch. He said your ox or your donkey. What are they for? Oxes and donkeys, brother.
For making money.
They're for making money. That's what you do with those things, Ak. You put loads of goods on their backs and have them travel and have them pull things. Well, if your money is in jeopardy, everybody works on the Sabbath if they have to.
Right.
That's what he's trying to tell you. Once again, your concept of the Sabbath is wrong. The Sabbath is a law for employers.
That's right.
It has nothing to do with people whose oxes are in ditches. Everyone understands. I think I laid it down fat enough for you here, all right? Anything else? We good here or not? Go ahead, Ak.
I got another question.
Please, go ahead.
So like I said, what does it mean when the serpent is on the belly that thou shalt go? On Genesis 3 and 14.
Who is the serpent?
So like I said, it's man, right? Is that correct? Another nation?
It's a man.
Amen.
What particular man? Who is the most subtle of all of the nations? You know what the word subtle means? Subtle. You know what the word subtle means? Let's look it up in the Bible dictionary. Subtle. Quickly, all right? Go ahead, Ak.
Would it be like sneaky, sir?
I'll take sneaky, but let's look it up since we're already about to do it. But I would definitely take sneaky. All right? Go ahead, Ak.
Okay, sorry. It's subtle, cunning, crafty.
That's what subtle is, cunning. So who is the most cunning, the most crafty of all of the nations? Same brother?
The American Esau.
Well, I was talking to this brother right here, but you go ahead.
The oppressor, sir.
Give him a hand. That's the word I'm looking for, the oppressor. He is cunning. He is. Listen, he makes you love him even though he's beaten and destroyed you.
Right.
And you love him. You love his women. You know how many brothers in South Carolina have been hung because of white women?
Right.
I mean, hung from trees, man, like apples everywhere.
Right.
And yet today, black men love white women. You have got to be truly cunning to pull that off. Like, it's just an amazing thing that you see when everyone knows the stories. And listen, and if you forget about the lynchings, what about the fake rapes all the way up until today?
Right.
Some brother sitting in jail for 15 years because some devil said that he raped her.
Right.
Yet and still, you love white women. You love their hair and skin and eyes. And they were your slave master. And they oppress you. Yet you love them. You have to be truly subtle to pull something like that off. Truly subtile. The oppressor is the snake in the Garden of Eden. That nation. That's the Garden of Eden is a metaphor. It's a teaching tool. Do you understand? The whole thing. It wasn't an actual snake that did this, but this is a metaphor for what happens every day and for what happened back then. Meaning a man going to this man who was blessed by God and who was clearly better than everyone else in wisdom and in understanding. And he goes to this man's woman to turn his woman against him. That's what happened in the Garden of Eden. And his woman, for the desire of power, listened to that snake. Right. And the Lord said, because you did this, from now on, upon your belly shall you go. Now, how does someone, what is going? Okay, how can I give it to you without giving you the answer? Okay, black people say this term, right? How you move. You ever heard that term? I've heard people say that. You got to watch how you move. What does that mean? How you move. It's a car.
Your characteristic, like how you.
Let me more. Okay, you gotta watch how you move when you go to South Carolina. Watch how you. I know for sure there's places down here you tell black people not to go to. I assume that's correct. But you say you cannot go over there.
Right.
Don't be caught over there. Don't be doing anything in that neighborhood.
Right.
Is that correct? Over there, you gotta watch how you move.
That's right.
What does that mean, Abraham?
Your decisions,
actions. That's what move. It's like the term, an old term. You have to walk it as well as talk it, right? Talking the talk and walking the walk. Walking and moving are always synonymous with your actions, right? What you do, right? This bastard, he shall go upon his belly. Now, what does it mean to move low down? First of all, in the metaphor, he's a snake, right? Do me a favor, move this line from here, right, so I can see everyone, right? Throughout, I appreciate it, right? He's a snake. So where's his belly at? Same brother. But what is his belly touching?
The ground.
The ground. His belly is in the dirt. He moves in the dirt. He is low down and, brother?
Low down and dirty.
He's low down and dirty. Right now, is it coming to you now? That's how he moves up. That's how he moves. Do you understand? And that's what he's going to do because he's an evil bastard. So from now on, he's not going to be blessed by God. If he wants to make money and get rich, he's going to have to do something low down and dirty. Do you understand? As opposed to you, when you can be blessed by God because you don't do something that's evil, because you resist evil. You resist evil, the Most High can bless you, man. You get your life together and get off of drugs and stop committing crime, the Most High can bless you and raise you up. If he does it, he's going poor. He has got to do crime to survive. He has to hurt people. That's the way he has to move. In the dirt, low down. And it's a curse by God because in the beginning he did something extremely low down. To go divide that sister from her husband and to lie to her. And it was so divisive that the Most High cursed him. And now he has to move like that. You get my point, all right? Where are we at now?
Got a question online, sir?
Go ahead, Warrior.
Facebook, Sister Samantha, can I get a quick breakdown of the city of Gomorrah and the woman that turned back? And is this the time we're living in now, like then?
Yeah, we're in that time right now. That's the time we're in. I'll explain with the sister. Go to I think Luke 18 where it talks about the sister that did it. Her name was Lot's wife, right?
Yeah, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 26.
And then give me the precept in the New Testament where Christ referred to her, right? Okay, a long time ago, for time's sake, there was this sister. The Most High went to deliver one family out of Sodom and Gomorrah. The angels were told by the Most High to go review that city. Abraham tried to save the lives of the people in Sodom and Gomorrah. He didn't want to see them die. You had a terrible thing happen today about 20 years ago on 9/11. And 9/11 was an absolutely terrible thing, man. It was a horrible day. Almost 3,000 people lost their lives. A lot of Israelites lost their lives. And Mexicans working in those towers, man. And black people working in those towers, they died. And a lot of our oppressors died, right? And that's a horrible day. It's not a good thing when a terrible tragedy like that happens, right? It's horrible, right? And Abraham didn't want that kind of tragedy to come to Sodom and Gomorrah. He didn't want it to happen. And he went and asked the angels, if you find 10 people, if you find a small amount of people in that city who are righteous, will you spare the city? The angel said, all right, if we find 10 people in there, we'll spare the entire city. Right. If we can find 10 righteous people in Sodom and Gomorrah, we'll spare the lives of the unrighteous for those 10. Right. This time is happening right now. You're in that situation right now again. When they went to the city, they found one man that was righteous and his family, and that's that. Not 10. There was not 10 people in that city. Just the opposite. The multitude of the city came out to rape the angels. Came out to rape men. To rape them. The angel said, that's enough. He told them, get ready and leave this city. They left up out of that city, brother. He blinded all of the men that were trying to rape these two angels. He blinded them so they couldn't see. The family left out. Who did Lot leave with? Lot left with himself, of course, his wife, and his 2 daughters. That was his family. They left out of Sodom and Gomorrah running like you're running out of the World Trade Center. Running out of there. But They were given instructions by the angel. The angel said this to them. The angel said that when you leave, though, do not look back. When you leave up out of here, do not look back. Just run like you're running out of tower number 2. Run. They all ran, they left, but Lot's wife, when she was leaving the city, she turned back to look at it. And she turned to a pillar of salt, and she is there right now. A big pile of salt. And salt looks like a rock. You know, you have to damn near lick it to know that there's any salt in it, right? It's just a big rock, and it's there, and that is Lot's wife, and she's there right now. Okay, and now this story all went through all time, and I believe the sister is asking, how does it apply to today, right? So I just explained the story to you. So now, go to the New Testament. Well, brother in the back. I'll take him. Go ahead.
The book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 32.
Go ahead.
Remember Lot's wife?
Read it again.
The book of Luke.
Give me 2 verses above it.
Come on, sir. The book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 30. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. Verse 31. In that day, he which shall be upon the housetop and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away.
9/11 was a terrible, horrible day. Horrible day. There is a day coming that is far more terrible than 9/11.
That's right.
There's a day coming that makes 9/11 look like child's play.
Right.
There is the worst day to ever exist is soon to come to our enemy and the enemies of God, brother. It's coming. And all of us should be preparing for it. All of us should be leaving this place.
That's right.
All of us. All of us. And if you have people that you want to save, then you better know that the only way that they have a chance to live is if you are the one few righteous people in this evil place. If you got family or people that you love, then you better remember that, because if you don't change yourself, God will have no reason to spare them. Right. That's what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. Right? He couldn't find 10 righteous people there, so everybody died. He took the one man and his daughter and his wife and then killed everyone else in that city, far worse than what happened on 9/11. Keep going. Read that last part you just read again.
The book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 31. In that day, he which shall be upon the housetop and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away.
You hear that? Now, here's the metaphor. The housetop down south, you might understand this better. You have a lot of people down here have porches. Right? We don't have a lot of porches in New York and in Philly, right? Porches are for coming outside because it's so damn hot. So in essence, you spend time outside because it's so hot inside, right? Well, back in Israel and Jerusalem, they had porches on the roof. There was like a ladder you would climb up and you would go sit out on the roof for the same purpose. So go sit up there and get out of the heat of being inside your home, living in Jerusalem, which is hot. Everyone understands, right? So you might hear about housetop all through the New Testament. Housetop this, or he was on the housetop, or she was on the housetop. It's just like being on your porch. Do you understand? So Christ is saying when he returns, if someone is sitting on the housetop and he returns, do not go into your house and pack a bag. Run out of there like you are in tower number 2. Get out of there. That's what Lot's wife was supposed to do. She was supposed to haul tail out of that city, brother. So when Christ returns, don't say, oh, here comes Christ. Let me pack up all my high school yearbooks and all my mementos and all of the things my grandmama left me. Don't go down there and get your video game up. That thing got to go. Let that thing burn. Don't get all your Air Jordans. The extensive collection that I know you have in there, that you do not want to die with America. You want your Jordans to make it through the destruction. Leave them in there, brother, and get the hell out of there. That's the point. Just like Lot's wife should have. Keep going.
And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back.
So now you're at work. Don't try to go home first. Don't do that. Leave from work From where you are, leave. Do not try to go back to your house to get your things. Keep going.
Verse 32. Remember Lot's wife.
Read that again.
Book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 32. Remember Lot's wife.
Read it again.
Remember Lot's wife.
Here's the point, Ak. Now that I just explained that to you, why did Lot's wife turn back and look at Sodom and Gomorrah? Why did she do it, young warrior?
Because she felt like she was leaving something behind.
Give him a hand. That's right, Ak. And that is one of the tremendous pulls on you when you come and join the Israelite School of UPK under Commander General YAHANNA. Your world from the past, you begin to miss it. You understand? It calls you. You begin to look at it. You've left. You've escaped. You're not going to die on 9/11. You've gotten out of the tower. You are safe. But damn, my mom and Christmas, Thanksgiving. Oh man, Thanksgiving was great. How was that sweet potato pie, y'all? Was it? I bet y'all make a hell of a sweet potato pie down here. Jesus, I bet the pie down here is amazing. Somebody go grab me some pie. I bet you the pie down here is insane. Look at Abraham. Listen. Abraham, I know that thing is right. I don't blame you. You saved me something back there. Listen. Christmas Day was all of that. That was Christmas, brother. Thanksgiving. All of them little days. What if y'all do that thing where they pin all the dollars to your shirts? Man. Oh, your birthday. Oh, you sisters with that birthday. Oh, my God. Dollars all over you. You're like a Roman goddess. You begin to miss it. And if you look back at it, you're going to stay there. That's where you'll be. You're going to be in tower number 1 because you won't leave. Because you love tower number 1. You love that place. So stay there then. That's all. Stay there. I pray you understand that. If not, you will. You will. Next question.
We got another YouTube question. Brother Ron Evans, can I have a breakdown of Romans chapter 14, verses 2 and 3? What are your thoughts on arguments about eating meat versus vegetarian/vegan?
Romans 14.
It's the book of Romans chapter 14.
Also, I need to get to my topic of kicking people out of school. I got to get to there as well, all right, which is my whole purpose for being down here. Everyone knows already by now. Captain I.S.U.P.K compiled a list of people that must be kicked out the school. They're put on a program. If they do not follow the rules of that program, they are dismissed from the school summarily. It's not going to be dramatic. There'll be no counsel. You'll just be told to hand in your cover, or if you're a woman, to get the hell out of here and never come back again. All right? Captain I.S.U.P.K has a list. This is the last stop on that tour, and I'll bring out the information you need tonight about that, all right? Read the question. The question was about vegetarians, right? All right, go to Romans, I believe, the 14th chapter. Is that right? About eating meats. Go ahead.
Book of Romans, chapter 14, verse 2. For one believeth that he may eat all things.
Here we go. One believeth that he may eat what?
All things.
That he may eat what?
All things.
Go ahead.
Another who is weak.
Another what?
Who is weak.
Another who is weak. Go ahead.
Eateth herbs.
Eateth herbs. So now, is the all things things that are lawful and things that are unlawful? Is the all things that have sugar in it and things that don't have sugar in it? Okay, if you can understand context, which is difficult for some people, you can know what the all things are. One believes that he can eat all things, and the other one believes, the weak one believes that he must eat herbs. So then what is the all thing? Meat and herbs, right? All things would be meat and vegetables. The weak one only eats vegetables. If you believe in science, this is another precept that will show you that God is the author of real science. Real science comes from the Bible because human beings are, do the kids know this? Dan, when did you learn this, about the 9th grade? Human beings are what? Omnivores. What does omni mean? What does omni mean? All. That's exactly what omni means. Omni literally means all. Lions and tigers are carnivores. A giraffe is a herbivore. The weak one eats. The weak one eats. The weak one eats. A giraffe, an elephant. Give me something else. A hippopotamus. A cow is a herbivore, right? They only eat vegetables. A lion is a carnivore. Human beings are omnivores, which means they eat herbs and meat, right? Meaning this: if you eat herbs and meat, you are strong. If you only eat vegetables, you are weak. It's here in the Bible. How do you know for a fact that if you eat herbs and vegetables, you're strong? Because he that only eateth herbs is
weak.
Which would mean that he that eats all is strong. It's right here in front of you. I'm not interpreting it. I'm just reading it. Right? Let me explain this to you and listen carefully. And this is not to get you to eat meat. You don't have to eat meat. And I'll get to that in a second. But you have to know that the reason that you eat vegetables alone is because you're scared. It's from a paranoia that is irrational. It's like most of you who are afraid to take the vaccine, right? You're afraid of the vaccine because you're afraid to die. Now, when someone tells me that, I will go, well, damn, the COVID-19 virus is going to kill you. That's what's going to kill you, getting that dead. Who in here knows anyone who died of the COVID-19 virus? Yeah, exactly. That's what's going to kill you. Get the COVID-19. It's going to kill your mother, kill your grandmother. Even if you don't die, you're going to give it to someone who is going to die, right? But that's not what vegetarians are afraid of. They're afraid that putting that vaccine in them, that's going to kill them. Because people like that are fearful people. They're afraid. They're germaphobes. They're scared of little tiny things. And they're paranoid. And because they're scared, they believe that I can only eat vegetables because that's the healthiest thing in the world to eat, and then maybe I won't die. They're weak, right? You shouldn't be afraid of chicken, brothers. It's all right. Don't be afraid of beef. You'll be fine. You're kind of designed to eat both of them, right? Of course, you wouldn't be a lion that says, no, I'll just have a salad. What the F is wrong with him? He eating a salad. Come on. What are we doing over here? He's designed to eat meat. You get my point? That's what he's designed to do. You are designed to have a steak and a salad. You can get both of them, right? Just get both. Get a steak and a salad. Have a well-balanced diet. Damn, they don't teach that anymore? There used to be the chart, the triangle. And it was on there, the meat, the vegetable, the grain. Get all of that in you. You're designed to eat all of it. That's how your body and stomach is made up, to have a well-balanced diet. Right. Here you are only eating vegetables because you're terrified. You're scared. Everybody understands? Oh, no. Now, with that said, vegetarians are absolutely allowed in the UPK. You can be in there, and when brothers try to hand you some meat, just say, no, I'll just have the potato salad. I'm fine. No, thank you. Just give me the collard greens. I'm okay. And no one will ever make you feel like you're not welcomed. Vegetarians are welcomed, but you have to just accept that you are weak. But no one will treat you like you're weak. And I will explain now, all right? Now keep reading.
Verse 3, let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not.
You understand that? Read it again.
Let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not.
You can't be divided over who's a vegetarian and who eats meat. Right. Don't do that. If a brother or a sister doesn't want to eat meat, don't hate them over that. Some people have problems, man. You might have a few of your own, right? So their problem is that they are scared of chicken. Don't worry about that. Fine. They're afraid. They see you eating that hamburger. They think, oh my God, that hamburger is going to kill me. Fine. Don't eat the hamburger out. Here's this salad, potato salad, whatever you're eating. Eat it. Don't be angry at a brother who's a vegetarian. Everyone understands. Oh, wow. Don't despise him that eateth not. Keep going.
And let not him which eateth not judge him that eateth.
And you brothers who are vegetarians, don't be staring at me every time I eat this steak. And looking like I'm doing something wrong. I'm eating this damn steak. I'm not scared of it. I'm going to eat it. It's packed with protein. I'm a carnivore. I only eat meat. That's it. That's so mind your damn business. Now, I'm going to mind my business. You mind yours. We can all go to camp together. That's it. We can all be together and love each other because you can eat whatever lawful thing you want. I can eat whatever lawful thing I want. And we don't have to fight each other over that like people on the internet. Like being a vegetarian can't be your religion. And eating meat can't be your religion. You can't make a religion of the damn thing. Eat whatever you want if it's lawful, which is the point of this precept. Why is this in the Bible? Because that was going on back then, 2,000 years ago. Brothers in the school were angry at brothers who were not as strong, and because of that, they didn't eat meat. And they were belittling them and bullying them. And Paul is saying, don't do that, man. Now, you brothers that don't eat meat, don't judge and look at them. And why does it say judge? Because that is the spirit on vegetarians. It's like, is that what you eating? You're going to eat that. You know how much cholesterol is in that? Is that what you're going to put that in your body? I don't know about that. I don't think that's calorie conscious. And they have a judgmental vibe. And people who eat meat despise them because they are aggressive. You get my point? People that eat meat are bullies and aggressive because they're full of protein and anger. You stop doing either one. All right? Don't do that. Don't be mean to people that don't eat meat, and you people that don't eat meat, don't be judgmental of people that do. Love each other. Put that behind you. Let them eat whatever the hell they want to eat as long as it's lawful. Everyone understands. Anything else here?
Sir.
All right, good to go. Next. Questions online?
That was the last question online, sir.
If you get another one, let me know. Go ahead, Al.
Like you said, a vegetarian does have to eat on the Passover.
Yes. If you're a vegetarian, you got to eat some lamb. You'll get through it. So just take this much. Take a little, right there. Eat it and you're finished, and let's move on. You got plenty of bread at the excellent bread Captain Shapar and the sisters make. And you can eat that, but just eat a little lamb, all right, to keep the law, okay? All right. 1 second. You had your hand up?
Come on, sir.
Go ahead, Al.
I had a quick question in Ecclesiasticus 19 and verse 4, the first part where it says, he that is hasty to give credit is like-minded. The give credit part.
You gotta let me hear. Oh, is this in the Apocrypha?
Come on, sir.
Right, read 2 verses above it.
Come on, this book, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and verse 2. Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away.
I pray you understand that.
Come.
Right, wine and women will make men of understanding fall away. What does fall away mean? Fall off. Old UPK term. That brother fell off. He fell off, which means he left the truth.
Right.
He put down his sword. What makes a wise man fall off? Wine and women. And you're working the work of the Lord. If you endure, you are going to find that most people that leave the truth over drugs or a woman.
Right.
Either they just, had to start getting high again because they start looking back at when they used to get high, smoking weed and having fun with their friends, right? Or some bitch, sucky children, some woman is just telling them, I don't want you with them, they're gangsters, I don't want you having another woman. And they'll just leave the truth, for her. Everybody gets it, right? That's what destroys a man of understanding. Go ahead.
And he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent.
You understand that? He that cleaves to a harlot. A harlot is a whore. Cleaving to her is like attaching yourself to her. Impudent, someone look up what that word means. Impudent. It's in the Webster's Dictionary. Go into Webster's Dictionary, look up impudent. Go ahead.
impudent, not showing due respect for another person.
That's important to understand because you will encounter this in the work of the Lord, in your career in here. You're going to find some brothers, right? There was a brother like that in North Carolina. He's on the list. A brother who started hanging around with another whore in North Carolina. And this woman is a whore. She's not permitted to be around until she changes herself. This brother just keeps hanging around her, attaching himself to her. I'm sure he feels pity on her because, we're forcing her to wear a dress. We're forcing her to close her legs. We're forcing her to cover her head. So, of course, he pities her and falls in love with her. And this is how you'll be able to tell, because he'll begin to not check in, to not make his once-a-week phone calls, to not follow orders. He'll begin to be impudent. But this brother should be paying some goddamn respect. He should make his phone call. He should make his check-in. If he can't come to camp, he should get permission to miss camp. He just misses camp without asking permission. You know why? Some whore has his nose wide open, and I'm sure she's telling him, why you gotta listen to him? Who Captain Nayathok think he is? Why he gotta tell you what to do? You don't need to listen to Captain Nayathok. He a man just like you. He is not a man just like you. He's a man better than you. I pray you understand that. I don't know what American nonsense you in. All men are not created equal. And the men above you are your betters. They're better. Captain Nayathok is better than all of you. Does everybody understand that or not? If you don't understand, let's discuss it. Does anyone not understand? Captain Nayathok is better than all of you. And as long as you get that, then your life in here is smooth. It's a smooth situation. If you begin to be impudent about it, then of course we'll have that other thing to do. Everybody gets it, right? All right. Well, that's what happens. You begin to be impudent, disrespectful, not checking in, not reporting, not getting permission. Why? Because some whore has your mind in a scramble. You might be a brother that barely got any women. Like this brother seemed like he damn near never got a woman. And of course a whore is going to, use her swami powers to get your mind all in a damn tangle. When in the end she's a piece of garbage and you can have her with a thumbs up. Keep going.
Verse 3. Moths and worms shall have him to heritage.
Mm-hmm. Time to feed the worms. That's what the old brothers would say back all their heads. Time to feed the worms, Doc. Fine, you want to do it? Time to feed the worms. They would say that to cops. A cop would start beefing with the cat. You want to do this? Time to feed the worms. They'll find you in the alleyway with your badge pinned to your ass. Time to feed the worms. You're not allowed to do that anymore. Do not say that anymore. That's it, all right? That's, brothers who were working it out, all right, back then. Doing the best they could, all right? We, of course, have learned more discipline and skill, but we thank the Lord for the foundation they laid, all right? So now, that's what happens to someone who loves a whore. It's time to feed the worms. Time to feed the moths, because you love whores.
We didn't say that today, sir, when the cops.
After water. Give you a good job. Give him a hand. I know that. Don't do that. Go ahead.
And a bold man shall be taken away.
You get that? A bold man. What does it mean to be bold? Impudent. He's bold. He would dare not to make his check-in. Dare to just miss camp without even calling. You a bold cat. You do something like that, you don't think anything will happen to you? Okay. Keep reading.
Verse 4. He that is hasty to give credit is light-minded, and he that sinneth shall offend against his own soul.
What does it mean? Okay, then you might need a little more than this to know what hasty to give credit is. Let's read a little more now.
Verse 5. Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned. But he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life.
A little more.
He that can rule his tongue shall live.
If I could, to give credit, you need a surety. That's the same thing as giving credit, a surety. All right, it's in the Apocrypha. It's in the Apocrypha as well. A surety is like when you are quick to stand for someone. That's giving credit, which is the same thing as insurance today. Right. The Bible calls it being a surety for another man. I'll give you some UPK terms we use. For someone to get a rank raise, for someone to receive a special assignment, someone above you, someone of reputation has to stand for you. They have to stand before the general and say, this brother, he should be a captain of 10,000. No captain can be made without having a commanding general, YAHANNA himself, approve it. No 5,000 can be made without a general approving it, right? Which means someone has to go to a general and say, this brother should be 5,000. And then you'll have to run down the list of things that says that he should have such a high rank. That brother who does that is giving him credit. You understand? He's saying this brother is this brother is that, this brother is doing this, he does that. I believe he'll make an excellent 5,000. That's him giving credit. Don't be hasty to do that. Don't do that easily. Because if you are quick to be insurance for someone else, to put your name and your reputation on the line for them, don't do that quickly. Because if you're wrong, it ruins your reputation. The minute you start raising up 5,000s and these 5,000s begin to lead the truth, then who is going to listen to you when you want to raise up another one? They're going to say, didn't you tell me this last brother was going to be amazing? Where the hell is he at? He's gone, and some whore has him over her lap. So I don't know if I can take what you say about 5,000 anymore. You better, don't you just chill, just relax, right? Don't give someone credit, meaning stand for them, vouch for them. That's another word from Jewish people. Vouch for them. Don't do that quickly. You want to wait. You want to be careful before you are willing to put your reputation on the line for someone else. You understand, all right? Anything else? Go ahead.
Shalom, General. Can I have a breakdown of Ezra chapter 10, verses 3? Aren't the children of strange wives still Israelites?
Let's hear it.
Just to look at Ezra chapter 10, verse 3. Now, therefore, let us make a covenant with our God to put away all the wives and such as are born of them, according to the counsel of my Lord, and of those that tremble at the commandment of our God, and let it be done according to the law.
Meaning, this is the law saying that, this is the prophecy saying that anyone who went out and married a woman who was of another nation and had a child with her, that child could not come in the congregation. I believe it was for 10 generations. Meaning this, yes, that child is an Israelite, and they still wanted nothing to do with him or her. He could not come around. He looks like his mama. You understand? He cannot come in here. Why? Because what happens? If he comes into the school, he'll marry someone in the school. And then that baby will look like their grandmother. And the Lord wanted those genes to get out of the nation. Right? So for 10 generations, they could not come in the congregation, even though they were Israelites. Are they alone? No. If you had a flat nose, you could not come in the congregation. I knew one brother I played football with had a flat nose up. I've never seen anyone like that besides him. You might have. It was like totally no nose. He would not be allowed in the congregation. Little people, they used to call midgets. A dwarf, you could not come in the congregation. If your mother was a whore, if your mother and father had sex and your mother was married, meaning married to another man, if you were the child of adultery, you could not come into the congregation. Give me some more. Leprosy, you had a problem in your stones, meaning your scrotum was injured. You couldn't come in the congregation. There are so many Israelites that were cut out of the nation for various different reasons in the Most High's attempt to have purity in our house. So many of us. Now, who in here would be allowed to be in the school under these rules? Raise your hand. Your mother and father. How about give me another one? If If you have ever celebrated the worshiping of another god, you could not come into the truth. You could not do it. It's in Leviticus. Where is it at? Deuteronomy, the 13th chapter. You couldn't come in. If you ever worshipped a strange god. If you were not circumcised on the 8th day of your birth, not the 10th, not the 9th, if you were not circumcised on the 8th day, you could not come into the congregation of the Lord. You were out. If you missed one Passover, ever, you are out forever. Yes, these are Israelites, and so are all of the rest of them. These are the rules. Now, here's the good news. Our Lord, in the Bible, in the Old Testament, prophesied a time coming when he would forgive the nation of Israel for all of their past transgressions and give us all a second chance. And the evidence and the proprietor of that second chance is Jesus Christ, a black man from the tribe of Judah. He's how we got a second chance. Because of him, midgets, come on in here. Flat noses, your mama was a hoe, come on in. Don't worry about that. Get up in this school with us, with the rest of us who are the seed of evil men. Come in here with us. We can all come into school now because Christ gave his life to make us clean. And all of this is, of course, in the Old and the New Testament. It's in Jeremiah 31, Jeremiah 33. When the Lord will forgive our sins and allow us, the lepers, remember Christ healed the lepers. A leper, you couldn't come in the truth. And they were angry at Christ because he sat with those lepers. He sat with them. Why? Because he knew now because of his death, everybody gets to come in. You understand? And that's that. So now all Israel shall be saved. All right, good to go? Next.
All the questions caught up online, sir.
Solid. Anything in the room? Let's get a 9/11 precept real fast. Let's go to, all of this is good. Let's get that one. Let me give you a good 9/11 one. Give me Revelations 18 first, all right? Let's start at 18 and 7. Let's take it down to 12. 13.
18 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Revelation 18 and 7. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her.
Let me tell you something, man. This is the day commemorating the tragedy of 9/11, and the Israelite school of UPK believes it was an absolute tragedy. And we don't want people to die like that. Our mission in life is to save lives, not to take them. Right. We don't need to have a job to take lives. That's happening enough without us. Right. We could all go home and everyone could just die. We're here to save lives. The problem is your government and your preacher, their mission is to get you killed. That's the problem. They're the ones getting you killed. It's their job to make sure that you die in the next terrorist attack, with the next plague, with the next drug that comes out that destroys your families. Your preacher wants you dead. Your government wants you dead. This place, they had so much sorrow and sorrow they've given to everyone while they live so deliciously. That's what it was down there in Manhattan. That's what I remember that day when it happened. It was absolutely awe-inspiring. It was so powerful what was happening. And I knew from what General YAHANNA taught me, that it was absolutely the judgment of God. And your preacher knew it was coming and only cared about his shoes and suits. He only cared about dancing. He did nothing to save your life on 9/11. Right. And now he wants to, mourn it and wear, let's roll T-shirts and commemorate 9/11. When what did he do to spare your life? Right. What did he do to make sure that you did not die? And then after that, then you have the COVID-19 virus. What did he do to make sure you didn't die of the next plague? What is he doing now? Knowing that there's another one coming. He's doing nothing about it. They lived so wonderfully and gave out so much pain and gave out so much cruelty. Keep going.
For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and I'm no widow.
That's what she said. She says in her heart, I sit, meaning sit on the throne. I'm a queen and I am no widow, meaning I'll never lose my husband. I'm a queen. I'm safe. Nothing can happen to me. I'm the number one superpower on the earth. I am Superman, Rambo, the Flying Eagle. And they thought no one would ever dare to do this. They thought they would never be a widow, ever. And they were wrong. And you don't want to have that same arrogance up. You don't want to walk around acting like you can do whatever you want, take whatever you want, hurt whatever you want, and nothing will happen to you. Right. That's what they thought on 9/11. Right. They thought the same thing. That was like the second time they tried to blow up that place, son. I remember specifically before. They tried to blow the place up before. I think 5 or 6 years before that. And yet no one ever thought it was going to happen. Ever. They had memos saying, it's going to happen. Right. And they still thought it was never going to happen. Because they were arrogant. Now, how arrogant are you about your life? What are you doing? Are you just like them? They had memos saying Osama bin Laden determined to attack the World Trade Center. You know what they did? They said, that's somebody overreacted. That's no big deal. Who would ever try that here on American soil? God bless America, Rocky Balboa. No one would ever try that. They were arrogant. Now, how arrogant are you? Do you think you can be in the truth and smoke weed and nothing bad happen to you? Right. Do you women think that you can go and cover your head and say Yahweh Shemalitha and then go on Facebook with a second Facebook account where you're Tamika the slut and nothing bad ever happened to you? You're arrogant just like they were in the World Trade Center.
That's right.
You think you'll never be a widow, right?
Right.
We'll see. Keep going.
And shall see no sorrow.
You think you'll never have sorrow, right? You're going to just get away with it again. Is that what you think? You always get away with it, don't you? No one ever knows about it. No one knows about what you're doing on social media. No one knows about your drug addiction when you with those stupid pills and them gummy bears and all that THC oil you rub it in yourself like it's cocoa butter all the time, rubbing it in your skin, rubbing it all over your damn self. You're a drug addict. And you can't escape reality. It keeps coming. It increases. Reality grows with every time you get high. It gets deeper and deeper and deeper, and then you need more drugs to escape it. What did you think? You would never have sorrow? It's coming. Just like it came on 9/11. It's coming to your life, to your house. Keep going.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day. We went through the COVID-19 virus. We had 1 year of plagues. Woof. All of your grandmamas and your moms. Anybody here, mom died of the COVID-19, grandma? Anybody? You better thank the Lord, brother. That COVID-19 wiped out them grandmothers. Get them Most High hand. Wipe them out. Uncles, anybody? Family members? Break it down for me.
I was coming back from Hebrew Academy.
You got to put the camera on the brother if we can. Give it up, Buck. No sweat. Go ahead.
Me, Uncle Leon, my uncle, he passed away 53 years old. I came back from Hebrew Academy. I got 10 missed calls because I don't keep my phone on me. But when I'm done, I'm on the road coming back from Durham. So my grandmother calling me. So I finally answered, and she breaking the news down that Uncle Leon had passed due to COVID-19. But the thing is, with COVID-19, they say they was having surgery on him because he had blood clots everywhere. And they was telling my grandmother he was tired, he was getting tired, he was getting weak and weak. But I believe he just kind of gave up on life, period. But that COVID-19 damn sure did something.
I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Get a brother a hand for telling the story, man. It was a terrible thing. And the COVID-19 virus, man, for a year or two, it was just plague after plague, death after death, and striking people just like your uncle, people that already are on the perch of dying, already from just giving up and having a dangerous lifestyle, and then they're gone. And people that thought it was never going to happen, but it was a plague stretched out over a year. But then there's another plague that happens in one day. 9/11. That's one day. It's not a year of uncles and grandmothers dying, which is absolutely terrible. There's another plague that happens in one day, brother. And now every day we got to celebrate it and watch it on TV for 20 years. Because it was a plague that happened in one day. All of the death that usually would span over time, that death happened in one day. That's 9/11. Read it one more time now, I.S.U.P.K, the one day part.
Therefore shall the plagues come in one day.
Come in what?
Shall come in one day.
Come in what?
In one day.
I believe that breaks down itself. Right? Come in one day. And that's what happened. Now, here's what you should understand. You survived 9/11, and that's beautiful. Well, you survived the next one. Because the next one is coming. If it's not some nut, they're bringing over about 100,000 Afghanistanians.
Right.
That's going to be right here selling you chicken or selling you whatever they sell down here. And, you know, and there will be terrorists that come over here from Afghanistan. If not that, the strong weed that's coming over to America. That old hashish that they smoke over there in Afghanistan, that strong weed, it is coming right here. And you already are a dope fiend. You already get high and sneaking around getting high. But when you get high on that Afghanistani and hashish, you're going to be ass naked in the street on Facebook. And then you're going to be called to a council that night. Somebody going to say, report to the school next week, bro. And you can already know what's going to happen. Go ahead.
So like the Bible calls Ishmael a wild man.
And the Bible calls Ishmael a wild man. When you translate that word, wild man, into Hebrew, it's criminal. That's what wild man means, criminal. And they are coming over here, brother. And that's not counting the plagues you live with every day. Drug addiction is a plague. Crime is a plague. All of that filth, that whole filthy lifestyle you live with those sluts and whores and baby mamas, all of that is a plague. Well, this plague happened in one day. 9/11. One day. Keep going.
And mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
What? Say that again.
And mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
Ooh-wee, brother. Turn your TV on if you forgot it. That's what happened. She shall be utterly burned with fire. And it came down, brother, and though it was terrible and horrible, it was God's judgment that a wise man could see coming. A wise man could see that was coming. A wise man could see the COVID-19 virus coming up. The wise man could say, we better stop eating these unlawful foods up. We better stop eating crab, shrimp, lobster, and bats. We better stop. The wise man could see it. But your preacher, he doesn't care about trying to avoid the kind of death that hurts you. He cares about getting rich. You had your hand up. See me one more time, warrior, please.
What you're describing, how the plague of one day, that was because of pride, because they thought that 9/11 couldn't happen. They slacked back on the security. Then COVID-19, they was slow with shutting everything down and trying to get everybody to quarantine and stuff like that. You know, pride of thinking that it was gonna just be, you know, some kind of disease or whatever. Now, you know what I'm saying, the same thing is happening with the, you know, the little Delta joint is coming and it's pride.
All of these plagues happen because of arrogance. All of them.
Come on.
All you said a precept? Go ahead.
Obadiah 1:3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock.
Forget about it. Give him a hand. Let me tell you, during the 9/11 commission, they came out, the CIA sent a memo saying Osama bin Laden is determined to attack America. He's determined to attack the World Trade Center. Everybody knew about it, but no one thought it was real. They just threw that memo in a goddamn drawer and forgot about it. The COVID-19 virus. Barack Obama, 5 years before it, said, there is a plague that's going to come from other places like China that's going to hit us, and we have got to prepare for it. Donald Trump got in office, he dismantled the entire infectious disease department because nothing was going to happen. Iron Eagle, God bless America, let's roll. Because they're proud. They just don't think that they'll ever be a widow. They don't think anything will ever happen to them. And that arrogance gets good brothers and sisters killed. Because those are your leaders. And your leaders don't care about putting you in danger. And that's why you better thank the Lord for Commanding General YAHANNA. He cares about you. Commanding General YAHANNA went and instead of buying a Rolls Royce, and he could, instead of getting a private jet, and he could, instead of getting some mansion, and he could, he went and uses that money to put every captain in here on the payroll and to go buy farms and to go feed you. And he drives a car that is less expensive than mine. Do you understand? A house that is less expensive than mine. Because he actually cares about you. He went and put every captain on here on payroll, and then those captains, some of them pass on their payroll so that 5,000s can get paid. Now, that is a good thing on one hand. On the other hand, anybody in here on payroll is going to have to really see me about their work ethic. Those brothers that are getting paid in the UPK, whatever you were doing before is not good enough anymore. You're going to have to work a lot harder than you ever were, because I absolutely want you to not get paid. I want you to pass on your paycheck, and I want to give it to somebody in Haiti living in a tent. I would rather do that with your money. Or give your money to me. I don't see why I'm not getting it. Because if you're getting paid, you give me that money, I'll go to the UK, Brazil, London, Ecuador, the Amazon rainforest. You really shouldn't get paid. I should be getting that money. Because I'm going to go do what with it? Work for it. I'm going to go put your money to good use. So if you're taking that money, I pray you're working for it. I'll make sure you are. Everybody understands that. Right? But your leaders in America, your leaders in the church, they're so arrogant. They're so selfish. They could care less. Come on.
Good one is Dylan Storm Roof, who went into the church. I know it.
How did I forget? That happened right down here. Dylan Storm Roof, a crazy, bowl haircut white boy, walks into there. You're supposed to see him and watch him the minute you look at him. You can't tell that he's going to kill somebody?
Right.
Dylan Roof walked up into that church. What'd they do? Hug him? Offer him the blood of Jesus?
Prayed with him, sir.
Jesus Christ. Prayed with him. He went in there and killed everybody. And the worst part is, what about that part when the woman was trying to talk to him and trying to convince him about Jesus? And he just shot her. Go ahead, Warrior.
Oh, I was just saying they should have profiled him.
Give him a hand. That's what you better do. No. But they can't, because they really don't give a damn about saving the lives of those people in that church. Who cares? They care about being nice to everyone, because being nice to everyone gets money from everyone. Right? They don't want to have an unsatisfied customer in church. So they have to be nice to everyone that comes in, and be nice because everyone that comes in is a potential tithe payer. And this one was there to kill everyone in that church. No, not in here, Rob. Not in here. Keep going.
For strong is the Lord Most High, who judgeth her.
The Lord thy God. The Lord thy God that judgeth her. That he's strong, brother. And the her is talking about the whore that sitteth upon many waters. Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great has fallen. That's our oppressor right here. And the Lord is strong that judges her. He's strong. Keep going.
And the kings of the earth, who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her.
They have committed fornication with her. Everyone has got rich off America, brother. Or you wonder why your preacher hates the truth. He doesn't hate the truth because he doesn't believe it. He hates the truth because it doesn't profit him to believe it. He makes more profit in being against the truth. And that's all anyone is doing. All anyone is doing is evaluating a situation based on what makes them more money. And the thing that makes them more money is what they believe. And that is what everyone is doing outside of these doors. Keep going.
With her shall bewail her and lament for her.
They'll do what?
Bewail her and lament for her.
Everyone that made money with America, they'll cry on 9/11. Because they made so much money down there on Wall Street. Made so much money in the World Trade Center. They made so much, they had so much trade, so much cash, they're crying. They're not crying over the people. They could care less about those people. Go try to get some money if your family died in the World Trade Center. Go ahead. You'll be in court. You're in court right now. You're in court for 20 years trying to get money because your mother or your husband died in Tower Number 2. You're in court now. All the people that got cancer from breathing in all of that smoke and smog and dust, where are they at right now? In court for 20 years trying to get some money because all of the firemen are dead who went in there and cleared the debris out. They died of cancer, of lung cancer. The police officers died of lung cancer. Where are they at now? In court trying to get some money and getting nothing. They don't give a damn about the people that died in 9/11.
That's right.
They care about that business that now has fallen, and they were getting rich in there.
Right.
They were getting rich, and now they're crying every year. Crying and mourning the loss of all of the wealth. That's the real victim of 9/11 to the oppressors of this world. The money they lost, not the people. The money they lost. Keep going.
When they shall see the smoke of her burning.
They shall see what?
The smoke of her burning.
They shall see what?
The smoke of her burning.
I don't know what else to do for you. You can just turn your TV on tonight. You'll see it. It'll be on every channel. Those two smoking pillars that used to be the World Trade Center. Right. The smoke of her burning. Keep going.
Standing afar off for the fear of her torment.
Standing over there. They're standing back. It's over there, over that river. Two smoking towers. And they're standing back for fear of her burning. Keep going.
Saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
That's how it happens. When did it happen? About 9:15? 10:20? Who knows? You can look that up on your phone. I think it was about 9:30, just after the time to show up to work. 9:30. It happens. There it is. Right. Also, too, nobody says the word Babylon like a Benjamite. That brother just said the word Babylon. God damn, it was some power on it. Say it again now, for everybody. It was just beautiful to hear. Babylon!
Babylon!
Babylon! He said that shit out. I felt that thing out. Give Now Your Father a hand. He know how to say the word Babylon. I can't even do it. Go ahead, give him some more Now Your Father that thing.
Babylon!
Come on, man. He said that shit. Keep going.
That mighty city.
Come on.
For in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Ooh-wee. That's it, brother. Keep going.
And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her.
Oh, they crying, ain't they? You don't see them? Let's roll. Oh, 9/11. Oh, the 9/11 commemoration. Oh, the president go with the wall at 9/11 and commemorate him. They're crying because of the loss of business, the loss of money. And they had to go invade 2 countries to make their money back.
That's right.
They had to go steal oil from every place, steal countries just to recoup their losses. Come on.
And so, like, to show how much money they had, they say the president of Afghanistan, when he was running, he had like 4 carloads of money.
Jesus Christ. And once again, Afghanistan, any money they made there, they made because of 9/11.
Right.
Because they were not in Afghanistan before 9/11. And they went over to Afghanistan to recoup their losses. And they did. 20 years of stealing every dollar from Iraq and Afghanistan. 20 years. And now finally they had enough. Finally the money has outweighed the risk of going to get it, and they're done with it. Come on.
And they're saying that, so I'm now thinking, 20 years to make back the money. So you can imagine 400 years a Negro.
Oof.
How much money they're sitting now on?
Oh, it's enough to make Christ come back, ain't it? It's enough to make the Lord come back and be angry about it. Keep going.
And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
So now, without this great city, without this great place, how will they make money? They need Manhattan. They need Charlotte. They need Boston and Philadelphia and, give me more, Los Angeles. They don't need the people. Don't be confused. They need the business structure in that place that makes them rich. They're crying over that. And you can confuse the two because you're not like them. You actually care about life. You actually care about babies dying and women not having their husband and families being destroyed. So you'll look at it and you'll feel bad for the people that died, and you should feel bad for them. It's a terrible thing. But do not confuse that with what the rich are doing. The rich are mourning the loss of money.
That's right.
They mourn that. And this entire day, you're going to see rich people crying over dollars, crying over money, not people. Keep going.
The merchants of gold and silver.
Oh, who were they selling gold and silver? Selling literally that in the World Trade Center, trading gold and silver, commodities, minerals, trading that in that building. The merchants. What is merchant? Trade. That's why they called the damn thing the World Trade Center. Trade. The merchants, people buying and selling, trading gold and silver, minerals. Keep going.
And precious stones.
And precious stones, diamonds. Keep going.
And of pearls.
And of pearls. Keep going.
And fine linen.
And keep going.
And purple.
Say what?
And purple.
Say it one more time.
And purple.
You sure you reading that right?
And purple.
Go ahead and spell it.
Purpel.
That's what it says, huh? That's what it says. They cried. They cried because of that purple. They were making so much. They're so rich in that purple, aren't they? And they only believe in having one wife, so that means they're perfect. Right? And they're wonderful. And they made so much money selling that purple. So much money that they cried over the loss of money from selling purple. Keep going.
And silk, and scarlet, and all fine wood, and all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble.
That's why they called it the World Trade Center, Akim and Agwathia, because they were just making so much money in there. There was a company in there, Rob. Someone look this up for me. This company made $54 trillion a year. Wow. You have never heard of this company, and I have never heard of it before. But they had 7 floors in the World Trade Center. Someone Google it for me. And it was some company selling everything. And they made $54 trillion a year. Did you hear me say trillion? Right, I didn't even know that was a real number until I researched this 20 years ago. $54 trillion. And here's the ridiculous thing. The owner of the company was late that day. And everybody died except for him. Which, of course, doesn't sound right. Okay? I don't believe in many conspiracy theories. But that one doesn't sound right to me. That he's the only one that just so happened to be late. And you can look that up. He's the only survivor of his company. And he was the owner of the company. And everyone else is dead. Guess what? He went and put insurance on everybody. That's right. And he's getting all of his money back from all of those employees and all of the money he lost. But the Mexican dishwashers in the restaurant, their family is in court now trying to get some money. Because, of course, and most people don't realize this, when you sue someone for wrongful death, if there's a wrongful death case, you only can make the amount of money that your family member would have made in their lifetime. Wow. So in essence, if you have a doctorate degree in finance, they'll say, well, you would have made $2 million in your lifetime if you would have lived. So then your wife gets $2 million. Well, the Mexican dishwasher, what was he going to make in his lifetime? His wife can get nothing because they didn't ever think he was ever going to make anything in the first place. And that's why they're in court. Because the brothers are saying, well, I know my husband was a dishwasher and he was Mexican, but you don't know what in the hell he would have achieved. Because this cat has a doctorate in finance. You giving him $54 trillion. His family gets millions and billions. But this brother who was sitting in the damn and washing dishes, he gets nothing. Because he was never going to make anything, they in court right now. Right now. They don't care about the people that died. They care about the money lost. Keep going. Oh, I'm sorry, where you at?
Verse 13, sir.
Where did I say to stop at before?
I think 17.
All right, keep going.
And cinnamon, and odors, and ointment.
You can skip. This is just going through all of the expensive, delicious things in life. Things that are expensive and things that people like. And they lost those things and they mourn over that. They want to commemorate that and cry over that and lay a wreath at that headstone. Keep going. If you need to.
The merchant of these things, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment.
So the people who didn't die in 9/11, they're watching it afar off on TV. Watching it. Looking at this place that made them so much money. They got so rich in there. And they're watching it burn and they're crying over the loss of money. Keep going.
Weeping and wailing and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet.
You missed something?
And purple.
Say it one more time.
And purple.
The merchants who made so much money in the World Trade Center, in the future that's coming to America, this same event, in a much deeper and long-lasting fashion. They'll watch it on TV, watch it afar off, and they'll cry, and they made so much money. How again? How'd they make money? Read again.
And saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
Keep going.
For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught.
All of that money, all of that wealth, and by 10:30 it's gone. 10:30 a.m. it's gone. Now you survived 9/11. Will you survive the next one? Because that hour is coming again to America, coming to this entire world. And that there will be another day that's coming. There's another day that's coming. That day is Judgment Day. Judgment Day is on its way. It's coming. You survived the last one with the Lord's great mercy. You better work hard, brother, to make sure you survive the next one. You better work hard. You better not be arrogant. You better not be proud and assume your life is protected. You better stop assuming God knows you and God is with you and God is going to help you. Stop assuming that. That's what they assumed in the World Trade Center. They assumed they were safe. And here we make our election sure. I pray you understand that. All right, I think I'm good with this. Anything else? Clap it up. All right, questions? There's, of course, more precepts. I think that's good enough for you. What time? When do I go till now, you thought? Am I done or not?
Yeah, it's past 6.
Okay, solid. Any more questions?
Allah, sir.
Okay, now let's get to the topic I had to go through, all right? Hold on, Bear with me one time. If you got a question while I'm going through this, just ask it, all right? Sorry, let me find this real fast. All right.
I got a question, sir.
Go ahead, Warrior.
So, like, sir, my question is, when it says Nimrod was a man after the Lord, I know that means like he was a man that's trying to challenge the Most High, right?
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Go ahead and read it. Go ahead, Warrior.
It's like I want, if I may, with regard to the book of Romans, the 16th chapter, verse 17, Would taking a brother or sister to counsel in here be a way in by which we mark a brother or sister?
No. You don't mark anyone by taking someone to counsel. The judgment of the council can mark him. Right? Taking someone to counsel is conflict resolution. It's nothing. It's just bringing in an impartial judge to decide a situation between two partial people. Right? That's all it is. There's no stigma against it. It's nothing. By doing it, you have fulfilled the commandment of God. Right? Taking someone to counsel is a breeze, Zach. It's no big deal. You just do it. Not taking someone to counsel can mark you, though, if you don't do it. If you sit and try to resolve it on your own and just argue or harbor hatred in your heart for your brother, trying to avoid the counsel, then that can mark you. Mark you meaning your reputation. Everyone will realize this is someone that doesn't keep the law because they have had an issue with this brother or sister, and instead of taking them to counsel, they've decided to gossip about it, to talk bad about them, or just to be passive aggressive. That's another, not One West thing, to just kind of not salute him, not invite him to things, just to trying to give him a cold shoulder. And before you know it, everyone believes you are a woman's body part. All right? And so what you want to do is don't be a woman's body part. Take him to counsel. That's the manly thing to do. So there's no stigma against it. There's no issue about it. At the end of the counsel, you two will be brothers. That situation is resolved. It's done. It's over. Walk out of that counsel. Now, don't be a body part then. Don't do it. Don't, after it's over, don't still hold, harboring a grudge. Grudges are very effeminate, dog. Grudges are so effeminate. It's insulting to women to even call them effeminate. Because even women shouldn't be like that. Right? Even a woman shouldn't hold a grudge all the time. Women don't have to hold grudges against each other. They can forgive each other, have an issue, and let it go. So it's too much of an insult to even call it effeminate. So I will just call it a woman's body part. Is that good enough? Okay, because even a woman understands what I mean by that. It just means you are less than masculine, all right? You shouldn't do that. You got an issue, go to counsel, man, resolve it, and forget it ever happened, all right? Anything else? Go ahead, brother. I'm ready.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10, verse 8 through 9. And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. Mm-hmm. Verse 9. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it
1 second. Is there an office in here? Officer? If not, just let me know. No sweat.
Oh, no, law.
That's fine. Go ahead, up.
Verse 9. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. So my question is, sir, when it's saying that he's a mighty hunter of the Lord,
it didn't say that.
Before the Lord.
That's important. Each time you said that, you said of the Lord each time. You got to be very careful with that. That changes everything. Mighty hunter of the Lord, meaning it means he's hunting for the Lord. He's the Lord's hunter. Hunter before the Lord means the Lord sees him hunting. Before, like your forehead. Your forehead is in the front. Right? Before you means in front of you. So he's a mighty hunter in the eyes of the Lord. The Lord is looking at him saying, this cat is a mighty hunter, but he's not working for me. You get the point? A mighty hunter of the Lord means he hunts for me. Those two things are absolutely different. You understand? Anything else?
Yes, sir.
Please, go ahead.
The reason me saying the scripture was because I seen it. I forgot. I'm about to pull it up. But it also said King David was a man after the Lord.
After the Lord's own heart. This is a mighty hunter in front of the Lord. David was a man after the Lord's own heart. What's the difference?
David was a man after the Lord. What the Lord law, statute, commandment, his mind.
His mind was whose mind?
The Lord's.
The Lord's mind. And this Nimrod was what?
Just a wild hunter.
A wild hunter. And who thought he was a wild hunter?
The Most High.
The Most High thought he was a wild hunter. The Most High thought this cat is a wild, crazy hunter. He's gobbling up the earth, and I don't like it. And what did he do? He sent angels down there to do what? Confound their language.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Right, so that he could stop him from realizing his dream of building a giant tower and fighting God the way he fights everyone on the earth. When it says before the Lord, meaning the Lord is looking at him, gobble up land, conquer countries, invade Afghanistan, invade Iraq, take America, take the West Indies, take the rest of the American islands. He doesn't like it. He's doing it in front of God. God sent angels to Babylon to confound their speech, to make them, to give them an inability to communicate with each other, so that they could not be able to work together and build a tower to fight God. The Lord saw it and he didn't like it. David was a man after the Lord's own heart, meaning the way David thought, God thought. He and God thought the same way. You understand, right? Come on.
And so like it, sir. Is this tower metaphorical? Like, is it a literal tower that's being built?
You mean in Babylon?
Yeah, come on. Or is it like a...
in Babylon, it was a real tower.
Okay, come on.
In Babylon, they thought, remember, these are, primitive people. Right. They know God is up there. Right. They start building something to reach him. Okay, they're primitive people. They start to build a giant tower, hoping that one day they'll climb high enough and they could reach him. Guess what else? The man who delivers packages to your house did the same thing. What's his name? Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, there's been a space race, my God, since Egypt. People have been trying to get, since Egypt, since Babylon. Since Babylon, they've been trying to get up there. They want up there because they know whoever gets up there gets to be God down here. Everyone knows it. And since Babylon, they've been trying to go up there. Then the Egyptians did what? What they do? Come on. The Egyptians said, let's build something to get up there. And your churches did what? Built the church steeple. Trying to get up there. Then the Wright brothers, they're trying to get up there. And then the NASA in Russia. Then in the 60s, for some crazy reason, Russia and America had a space race. And in 10 years, they went and people died and got burned up and all kinds of garbage. But Russia and America were fighting. The Russians sent up Sputnik, all types of dogs. They was cruel too. Them Russians sent dogs up in space and left them up there. Go research that. I mean, and that dog up there, and no food, no water. He got up there, he made it up there, that's it. And they just let him starve to death and die up in space. Monkeys? Whew. The monkeys went up in space. What was the monkey's name? Bubbles? You go research his name, but they sent monkeys up there with they weren't trying to bring him back. They was trying to just get him up there. And they left him. Then finally, they sent people up there, these cosmonauts. They sent them up there, and Russia was winning. But then John F. Kennedy said, we can't have Russia go up there because then Russia will be the God down here. John F. Kennedy, before he got killed, he enacted the space race. And 10 years from that, brother, they put a man on the moon. And they put a flag, an American flag in the moon, and said, now the eagle has landed. And then they own the moon. And now America is the God down here. They're the God down here. This is what Nimrod started. Nimrod was trying to be the God down here. And to do that, you got to get up there. And now Jeff Bezos, what's the other cat that was battling him? Branch. What's his name? Richard Branson. Here they go, fighting each other. This one with the airplane, Virgin Mobile, Virgin, all that Virgin nonsense. This one, everybody's paying this cat here with that Amazon. We all really supported that space flight, especially over in my house. I said, you gonna make sure he get to the moon. Get to there. Here he go. Now they fighting each other. Why are they even doing that? Why was there a race to see whether it would be Richard Branson or Jeff Bezos? They did it a day apart, 2 days apart, to see who would get to be the God down here. And they fought it. Now anybody can just go up there now. $245,000. That's how much it costs. You can get up there and be an astronaut. You can be a God down here. All right? That's what Nimrod started. God was against it. And he's absolutely against what's happening now. And you'll find out. Everyone will. Don't worry about it.
So, like it, sir, not knowing, I know the Most High didn't think they could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just like the audacity that they would try?
No, they can do it. They absolutely can do it.
Not like the primitive Nimrod.
Shit. The primitive Nimrod becomes Jeff Bezos eventually, right? Everybody, okay, you got to think of it like innovations. You know, the Wright brothers are where you get, you know, USA Air, and it starts there. It starts with these two nuts in Kentucky just trying to fly a plane. The Lord knows where that's going. Look where it went. How long before that were they flying 30,000 feet? Not long. Not long. So yeah, they're building a tower, you know, with wood and nails. But how long until somebody says, "Wait a minute, we should do something else. We should these wood nails ain't working. Let's start doing this." Hey, the birds fly. I think Da Vinci. What's that cat name? Who was the cat? Leonardo da Vinci. He made paintings and graphs of how people could fly. Hey, let me go to Rome and let me see some of those paintings from Leonardo da Vinci. Some of those plans he had for flying devices. Because this wood and nails ain't working. But let's see what he's doing over here. Let's go to Rome. Let's bring those. Let's all come together in coalitions and think tanks until we can find a way to get up there. And the Lord knows that's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's inevitable because whatsoever they set in their heart to do, that shall they do. It starts with some primitive people trying to build, you know, actual tower. It ends up in Jeff Bezos, which is not even a doctor, not even in the military, just a cat who sells, you know, packages. Now he can go to space. Come on.
So like I said, Nimrod ended up becoming the God, because that's why we do Christmas.
Well, here you go now. Ain't that something? Give him a hand. That's what happened. Now you got the Christmas tree. Now you got the Christmas tree with the star on top. The star up there, that's Nimrod. His star in the sky, way above you. Way above you on the earth. Go ahead.
So, like you said, so the story of Nimrod is more for us to let us know, don't try to go up.
Yeah, that's the point. The point is that there are people trying to be your God, right? And you can't allow them to be your God. You have one God. Shema Yasha Allah, Allah Hayyana wa Yahweh God. You got one God. But there is always someone trying to be your God all the time. We good to go here? Anything else? Good to go? Now to the topic, right? As everyone knows, I came down here sent by Commander General YAHANNA to seek out a specific kind of deviance down here in North Carolina that has been too much trouble in the past. I will venture to believe some of you already knew about it. Okay? If you knew about it and you didn't report it, you should be ashamed of yourself. All right? The Israelite School of UPK is a place that seeks perfection. Right. If you knew about some brother down here being some stinking pedophile, or if you're one yourself, or if you knew about some sister down here that's a whore or a slut, or is constantly trying to whore herself to strangers online, if you did not report it, then you are at fault. Commander General YAHANNA sent me down to North Carolina to specifically look out deviances. Sexual deviances, lust. Give me one last precept. Give me the Apocrypha. Give me, Ecclesiasticus 20:4. This is the last one. And so that's why I'm here. So now, as you know, Captain I.S.U.P.K has been compiling a list of people. We haven't finished the list in North Carolina yet, meaning when I say finish the list, meaning going to the people on the list and letting them know what they must do to maintain their association with the school. A lot of people I've already spoken to. I believe there's a few more I'll be speaking to once they get off of certain suspensions that they're on right now, already for past indiscretions. Now, tonight we're in South Carolina. I asked Captain I.S.U.P.K if there are any people in the South Carolina camp that are on this list Captain I.S.U.P.K has informed me that South Carolina has no one at all that is on this list. Barakatah Yahweh, why a lot of you sisters seem shocked. You thought you was going to be on that list, didn't you? Don't worry. You'll be on the next one. Listen, but now, the sisters, damn, really? She's like, all right. Like, come on, Lord. You did it for me again. I'll get you next time. Listen, the point is, Captain I.S.U.P.K has decided that there is no one in South Carolina that has the kind of deviances and lusts and lasciviousness that Commanding General YAHANNA has sent me down here to root out, and you should count yourself blessed. It's high praise that Captain I.S.U.P.K has given you, and to your camp leader, Captain Officer Natazai right here. And Oxford, I want to commend you, brother, for doing an excellent job down here, brother. Give him a hand. This brother is no coward. He's built an absolute amazing camp, and he has been a pillar of morality down here, of self-restraint, of self-control that Captain I.S.U.P.K is well pleased with, and give him a hand once again. Okay. And so now, this is the last stop in the Carolinas, but it is not my last stop in the nation. There's a city that's coming near you. I'll be in your city to enforce God's morality in your city. Listen, brother, if you're someone that is just, a half-ass officer, and you're just a poor officer, that's fine. We'll still find a place for you. You might not be a camp leader. You might not be able to be over an operation, but there's a place for even a inadequate officer in the UPK. Not everyone has to be strong. You understand? Like we read earlier, man, there's a place for the weak in here. You don't have to be a mighty man to be in the UPK. Let's say you're a sister and you're not a sister that is able to do all of the cooking. Thank the Lord, I didn't forget this. I thought, who helped with the food all this weekend? Give me the names.
Kawaya.
Give Kawaya a hand, man. And her husband, if you have a husband, tell me his name too. Go ahead, Kawaya. Ira Ba, give her a hand. That's North Carolina. Ira Ba, go ahead. Kawaya, give her a hand. Kawana, give her a hand. You got one right here, brother? Say it. Karina, give her a hand. Karina, it's probably pronounced a little differently, but that's right. Anyone else? Shabakwana, give her a hand. Thawa, give her a hand. Just if you know the name, let's hear it. Any names? Any other names?
Sister Brittany.
Sister Brittany, that's the brother's rib or something. Oh, of course, she's a young sister there coming up. She doesn't have her Hebrew name yet. Thank her husband for inspiring her to do the work. Go ahead.
And Asha Kawan.
Asha Kawan. Give her a hand as well, man. Now, these sisters, man, they're excellent sisters. And they understand this, that a woman in the UPK has to work. That's why you're here. You're here to be a help. We don't need you here to giggle and to just be pretty. You can do that in church. You can get in church and get one of them giant 10-gallon hats and just sit in there and shake your tail every time they play the song you like in there. Get up and do that church butt jump. That thing gets up here like this. And they always turn it. Like first she start in front of you. And before you know it, she's getting around, making sure you see what she's dealing with. Hallelujah. We don't need you in here for that. That's unnecessary. Come on.
Yeah, if I could recognize
Tharyapa, give her a hand. Shara, give her a hand. Sister Yaila, give her a hand. Labaya, give her a hand. That's probably Labaya, but check on that. Labaya, give her a hand.
And also for sisters that serve Zamara.
Zamara, come on with it. Go ahead. Well, give all of them 1 second, one more.
Now we got two more North Carolina. Sister
Come on.
Donasha and Sister Dulce.
Donasha? Donasha. Donasha, give her a hand.
I.S.U.P.K, Sister Dulce.
Dulce, I.S.U.P.K, give her a hand. 1 second. Power Bob, come on. Yeah, your hand up. Anybody else? Listen, they deserve to be praised. That's in the Bible, man. Give me that in Proverbs 31. The Lord said to praise a virtuous woman. They deserve it. And there are sisters in here that are absolutely like that. They deserve, and if they've earned praise, man, it's your obligation to give it to them. They are owed it. Everyone understands that. Now, let's say you're not a sister like that. If you can come in here and you can work on your own problems and you're suffering from all types of issues and, problems and excuses, mainly with a woman and a weak brother, it's mainly just excuses. You believe that traumas in your past give you an excuse to be weak today. And if you are in here to fight that, you're in the right place. We can help you fight that. You might not be as strong as these other sisters that are in here and are absolute pillars of rest to these men in this school. And if you can't do that, I'm not here to kick you out. You're in the right place. You'll learn how to fight your own demons, how to get on your feet, and Lord allow one day you'll be like those sisters, or Lord allow one day you'll just stay here and be able to be refreshed and renewed from the life you were in the past. But what you can't be is a whore in here. That you're not allowed to be in here. You come into the UPK, you're not allowed to embarrass us. One of the worst things in my brain is thinking that some man in the world thinks that he can have one of my daughters, that he could have sex with you, that you are desperate enough and lonely enough to have sex with him. I cannot live like that. It's too much for me as a man. I need to kick you out so that no one will ever think that a sister in the UPK can be had by some Jake in the world simply because he gave her a thumbs up or liked her pictures. I need to kick you out to school so I can sleep. You don't have to be a sister like these ones that just deserve that praise, but you can't embarrass us. You cannot do that in this school. Sisters, do you understand? Do you understand? All right, that's good. Brothers, you have even a higher burden. You can't embarrass the school. You can't, be some, filthy, lustful pig. You can't do that in here. If you're a piss poor officer, we'll work with you, find you a place to work, give you something to do. But if you're going to be in strip clubs, you got to leave. You can't do that in here. I know you're horny all the time. You got to leave out of here. You're too horny to be with us. Just leave. Leave. You're very passionate. You're a passionate man. I dig it. You're passionate. You just love girls, don't you? He said, I don't know, sir. One of the ones I kicked out, he said, sir, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just love women. I said, oh, you love women. What the hell do you think I am? You think I just don't like no women, huh? You think the difference between you and me is that you like women and I don't? That's not, we all like women. All of us. The difference is I'm not willing to compromise my integrity for one. That's the difference. Okay, I kicked him out of the school. He's gone. I was so happy when he left, forget about it. I almost commemorated that like 9/11. When I kicked him out of the school, it was a glorious day to be remembered. Reading on, in South Carolina, you don't have that kind of problem, and that's excellent praise for you. And I want to thank the Most High for your service, and thank you for your service and for the service of your sisters and wives and mothers. Let me get that last one about that. I think I asked for a precept just now from someone. Go ahead.
Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain.
Favor is deceitful, right? Favor means you like someone. Sometimes you like someone and you can be fooled by them simply because you like them, right? And beauty is vain. Beauty is empty. Vain means nothing, right? And beauty means nothing. It's something that you're all wrapped up in, but it is not going to last the test of time. It's not going to be able to endure the kind of test that has to be endured to be in this school. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. Go ahead.
But a woman that feareth the Most High, she shall be praised.
That's the Bible. Fear the Lord, you're going to be praised, brother. This is the virtuous woman breakdown in here. Virtuous means ability. A woman that fears the Lord shall be praised. That's the kind of sisters that every sister should strive to be. That kind of sister. What you want to do if you're in the UPK, you want to follow our rules. That was give me the last precept I asked for in Ecclesiasticus 20. If you're a brother in the UPK, you want to follow our rules. You don't want to break our rules. It's best that you leave the truth, right? You leave the truth, and of course, we don't have to be enemies. Hand in your Hebrew Academy cover. Leave the truth. Just call your captain and just say, man, listen, I'm different. I'm going through something right now. That's what they say, right? I'm going through something. Go through something, brother. We're not enemies because you're going through something right now. That's right. Well, I can't be mad at you. I never go through anything. All I got is just absolute outstanding days perpetually. I can't be mad at you because you're going through something. You're going through something. I get you. Leave the truth. So you and I don't have to be in conflict with one another. Right? But if you stay in the truth, then I'm not going to give a damn about what you're going through. I'm going to expect you to help other people who are going through something. That's right. I'm going to expect you to go out and help them because they're going through something.
That's right.
Keep going, please.
This is Ecclesiasticus 20 and verse 4. As is the lust of an eunuch.
This is what all of you should remember. This is an important precept when you are horny. When you need a man's attention. He ain't paying you no attention. He don't talk to me. He doesn't tell me I'm pretty. When you need a man's attention, or when, I need this girl, I loved her. Yeah, she left me and got another man. But I love her. We were supposed to be together. I know you're horny. I know you love her. But this is what you should remember. There are other passionate feelings besides yours. You have a very passionate feeling. And I also am going to have very passionate feelings. And I need you to remember that. Keep going.
To deflower a virgin.
Read it from the top.
As is the lust of an eunuch to deflower a virgin.
You know what a eunuch is? A man who doesn't have any woman. Any at all. And he has a strong lust to deflower a virgin. All right, to deflower her. He has no woman at all, and she's young and beautiful and has never been with a man. And there is a strong urge, like you should have her. And it's powerful. It's hard for you to fight. And you want her. And that's a strong urge. Keep going.
So is he that executed judgment with violence.
There is another strong urge. And there is an equally strong urge to kill you for doing it. And you have got to remember that. In your selfishness, you might think that your urge to molest this little girl, your urge to have sex with this woman who you have not gotten permission for to have, your urge, your love for her. Your love for her, you got to wait a whole year. When you want her, she's beautiful, and you have to have her. This girl, yeah, she's 14. Yeah, she's 15. But you have to have her. And you know, she wants it. She wants you to do it. And you have a strong urge to have her. I have an equally as strong urge to kill you. That's right. And you have got to remember that. That is something you cannot lose. You cannot think that you are the only one with strong urges, because my urges are also strong. Sometimes too strong. And you know, nobody's perfect, though. Right. We all fall short. You understand, right? With that, pass the class over to the officer here.
Alawakania, Barak,
Yahweh Yahshua Bashim Yahshua Barakatham, Yahweh Shemalathan Bashim Yahshua.
Give the general a powerful hand. We are the I.S.U.P.K. These are the security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. A rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into a school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, If a brother or sister has an interest in any particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You'll find this in the book of Numbers 18 verse 21 and the book of Malachi chapter 3 verse 8 through 10. It means a tenth in Hebrew, ma'ashra. Tenth of every penny of any increase that the Lord gives you, gives to the treasury department or the teacher. Priest funds, that's a free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming high holy day is the Day of Atonement. That'll be the 10th day of the 7th month. That'll be September 15th, which falls on a Wednesday, 2021. You will read about it in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 27 through 32. Reminder, Akim and Akwathian, to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom.